Have you ever heard of the monument to our forefathers? I had never heard of it until recently, and when I asked others if they had heard of it, no one said yes. So let me introduce you to the monument. Thus, it is our hope that this monument may serve a double purpose. First, let it keep alive in the hearts of later generations the memory of all that our present prosperity has cost, that our ease has been bought with the struggles and privations of many, and that faith and undaunted heroism have entered into the very foundations of our institutions. Let this monument stand also as a promise for the future. Let this monument say to him who would honor the pilgrim that he can rightfully do so only by practicing the pilgrim's virtues. May it stand through the years to recall the early days of our country to the minds of all who behold it, and to bear witness to that surpassing power in the human heart which reckons pain and suffering of little account when it is pressing forward to the accomplishment of divine ends. This was taken from the dedication of the National Monument to the Forefathers, August 1st, 1889 in Plymouth, Massachusetts. The monument's pinnacle is Lady Faith. She's holding a Bible and pointing heavenward. Her head is crowned with a star, indicative of divine guidance. Her foot stands on Plymouth Rock, facing east to the location where the Pilgrims began their new life. The Pilgrims' journey to the New World began long before they boarded the Mayflower and embarked on a treacherous journey across the Atlantic. But when England's persecution became more than they could bear, the Pilgrims still refused to abandon their faith. They took their faith and sought out a place where they could practice their beliefs. And what were those beliefs that they held so dear? They are encapsulated in this monument. The first of the seated statues below faith is morality. For the Pilgrims, morality was more than just a set of rules to follow. It also embodied the moral character and ethics that were displayed in everyday life. By every reliable account, the Pilgrims were characterized as honest, hardworking, charitable, and kind. Our Constitution was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other, said John Adams. Morality holds in her hand the 10 Commandments. These basic laws of nature, when applied to people's lives, provide all people a foundation from which to build an enduring and prosperous nation. These commandments provide the foundation from which to build laws to govern peaceful, safe, and orderly populations. The first male figure to appear on the statue represents law. In one hand, he holds the rule of law, and with the other, law administers judgment by extending a hand in mercy. Both mercy and justice are required to govern a people willing to submit to that same government. They willingly submit because the people believe the individuals in government rule with integrity. How do people know that those who govern them are people of integrity? They are educated. Stately and virtuous, the statue of education is crowned with a victor's wreath to signify the honor of learning. The early Pilgrims were a humble people with simple backgrounds. Their leaders were well educated, but they believed that all people should share in knowledge and wisdom. The primary training ground was in the home. The primary text was the Bible, for they believed that to preserve a righteous government, you needed a righteous people who had a firm grasp on the principles that governed them. Undoubtedly, the monument's most complex and captivating figure is liberty. Liberty is revealed as the culmination of all pilgrim virtues. Seated in triumph as a conquering hero, liberty is shown draped in the victor's prize of a slain lion's pelt. In one hand he cradles a sword, and in the other he holds the broken chains of captivity. In this heroic depiction, liberty symbolizes the freedom from all tyranny and oppression. This monument stands as a testament to the principles which the Pilgrims believed would provide for a free and just society. There is no greater symbol of their love and devotion to country. For all the progress that has been made over the centuries since their landing at Plymouth, Massachusetts, one would expect that we would be freer and our society would enjoy greater peace and security. But the exact opposite is true. We have strayed so far from these foundational ideals that the gifts they bequeathed us are in serious jeopardy. Join us to learn more about the ideals upon which this country was founded and how we can take an imperfect nation with imperfect people back to where we began. When we learn the lessons of our past with empathy and appreciation for the sacrifices made, we can move forward again and put that shining light back on the hill for all to benefit from its warmth and glow. Do you want to learn more about the longest lasting constitution in the history of the world? Sign up for a preview to our course called American Campfire Revival. There is no cost for the preview. If you attend live and stay during the whole hour, you will be able to register for the course at no cost. The cost of the course is $79 if you do not attend the live preview and stay online until completion. In this course, you will learn about the vision of our Pilgrim ancestors and the Founding Fathers. You can engage in lively discussions and debates and ask questions. Included in the price of the course, you will get a workbook where you can dig deeper into the founding principles and be better prepared to share your newfound knowledge with your friends and neighbors.